Alright guys, we back. Just got done with the hip mobility video, and I figure I might as well just do another one while I'm out here. The sun's just about to go down, so we saw some sunlight. Today I'm going to be teaching the Turkish get up. The most underappreciated and underknown strength movement that builds so much strength. It's ridiculous that a lot of people don't know about it. Scapular stability. You can be like scapular stability, core strength and stability, leg strength, standing up from the lunge position, hip hinge. There's a hip hinge in there too. So just so many benefits from it, and it's easy to progressively overload, which is a key in strength training exercises. You want to be able to overload it and continually increase the weight when you get stronger. And plus it's a unilateral movement. You're holding the bell with one hand or with one arm over your head, so there's no compensation of like scapular stability. The other one can't really compensate for the other one. So this is the ultimate. Like if there's a side that's a little bit weaker than others, it's gonna be extremely apparent once you do this movement. If it's extremely easy on one side and the other side's struggling a little bit. And maybe not even necessarily strength, but like coordination and proprioception, just awareness of the body and where you are, that might be the case too. So yeah, just went over the benefits. Extremely, what I wrote down here, extremely functional movement. I mean, everyone's like the squat and the deadlift, very functional movements. There is nothing more functional than getting up and down. I get clients coming in, or members of my gym coming in all the time that cannot get up and down off the ground. If they went down on the ground and no one was around, they'd be screwed. They'd have to crawl somewhere and like find someone. So being able to get up and down and like with a load on yourself too is key. All right, say we lived like a couple hundred years ago and you're an old lady and you fell down, you could die literally. So extremely functional movement, and everyone should do it. Exercises many times are geared towards a certain kind of person. I already covered the swing. That's really beneficial for power athletes, and then also like weight loss people that want to lose weight. This is anyone can benefit from this. So the steps, I'll just go through it. If you've never seen one before, it's just so I don't want to go through the steps, and it might be hard to visualize in your head, so you can kind of see it while you do it. And then I'll go over the steps and the key points to make sure that you aren't faulting in your movement. All right, and this is a 35-pound dumbbell. Like the swing, I recommend this is a tough exercise, so I'd even go lighter. Last time I said women 18 and men like 35. I'd do like a couple kilograms lower, so like around a 10-pound kettlebell for women, and then maybe like a 20 to 25 for men, especially if you've never done it before, because you'll be very surprised. So let me just do it for you. I'll kind of walk you through it while I do it. So this will be done on my left side, so I'm gonna start on my side and pull and roll up. All right, you never just want to pick it up and get in position. You could hurt your rotator cuff muscle or something like that. So even if it's like lightweight, get in the habit of doing that, rolling over onto your side. Now it's in the rack position. You're gonna be lifting from your left, so have your left leg at an angle like this, so your foot's flat on the ground, and then your right arm and right leg at a 45-degree angle outwards. All right, you're gonna press up. You can use your other arm to help you do that. Now you gotta remain scapular stability the whole time you do this exercise. So you're gonna go rock up onto your elbow and then push up onto your arm like this, and this is called posting. All right, from here, you're gonna sweep the leg low down here, and then hinge up with your hips. Oops, this is bad, don't do this. But I wanna make sure I'm in frame. Now, I hip hinge up, and then from here, you're gonna sweep the leg out like this, keeping scapular stability the whole time, and then stand up. All right, now to reverse it, you're gonna do a reverse lunge, down, sweep this leg here, hinge the hips, and post again. This leg goes forward, and then down from here. There's Alexis.
Bye.
Bye.
Off the hooters.
Alright, so that was the whole movement there. Now I'll go step by step, explaining every position. So start on the side, rotate up, press the kettlebell up, alright? Opposite side of that weight has the limbs out, so the right and the both right arm and leg out. And then the other one, the left foot or leg is bent, so if your foot's flat on the ground. Roll up on your elbow and then up to post. Posting is extremely important, right? From there, you'll low sweep of the extended leg, so sweep that underneath you, and then hip hinge up. I see a lot of people, they just go straight, they sweep, and they don't really hinge up. The car's so loud. They don't really hinge up, they just do it all in one motion. Make sure you sweep, leg under, and then hinge the hips upwards, and get into that upwards position. Then from there, you're just gonna stand up, all right? Which one am I? Yeah, stand up. All right, then it's just gonna go in reverse. Oh, I forgot the sweep part. Once you hinge the hips up, sweep that leg even more so. So you sweep it in the low position, and then you sweep it out more, and then lunge up from there. Now reverse it, lunge down, reverse lunge, sweep that leg, post, all right? And then sweep the leg all the way around so it's extended in front of you. Then you're posted, the leg's in front of you, and then you can pretty much go down from there. Go onto your elbow first, and then down. And honestly, that's probably the hardest part. For some reason, for me, I don't know why, but that last lowering part is the hardest part. All right, so the key points I'll point out is scapular stability when going into the posting position. You don't want to, I'll try and demonstrate it. So you're here with the weight, and you see how my shoulders are not stable? This is a stable position. They're like stacked on top of each other. You don't want to be down here. Keeping shoulders or scapular stability is really key. Right down here, up here. All right. Keep the weight directly above your head. All right. Once it starts to veer off, good luck. All right. You're gonna lose it. Don't worry if you lose it. Don't try and save it. Just throw it away from you. All right. For safety reasons, you should have plenty of room around you whenever you do the movement. So just ditch the weight, get it away from you so it doesn't fall on top of you. Okay. Keep that above you. On the low sweep, make sure to keep it low and not elevate the hips too much. That was kind of what I was talking about. They sweep it under them and they go straight into the lunge position. And that's going to be harder when you get into heavier weight because you're not going to be able to elevate your hips that easily. All right, it's just you're just not going to have. It's not a extremely powerful position. A hip hinge is a much stronger position. We talked about it like in the swing. If you've been doing those swings, you got really strong hips. So that hip hinge is a much stronger position that you will. It's gonna be required when you get into heavier weight. Going back to the post position on the get down, yeah. So when you go back to post, I don't know. You probably didn't see it because I was doing it on the other side, but when I go down, I hinge. I'm putting my arm down, I travel down my leg and then reach out instead of just reaching out here, because if you hit the ground, if you don't hit the ground when you think you are and you have all this weight above your head, you're bracing when you shouldn't be, and then you're not bracing, and then it's a good chance that you're gonna lose scapular stability and lose that weight. So make sure you're going from your leg down to the grass, all right? Or not necessarily grass, but the ground. And keeping the elbow locked out on the standing up and going down portion. So I can already tell you I wasn't keeping that elbow locked out. I was going like this a little bit while I was doing mine because I was trying to reposition myself for the camera. Normally you're not repositioning yourself in the middle of your get up, but keeping that locked out, because if you're kind of bending the elbow like this, scapular stability is not secured, right? You need to keep it, secure, you need to keep the elbow locked out, all right? Those are all the key points. So now I'll do it from the opposite side, just so you can see things like the post part, which you probably didn't see as easy on the left side. So wait right here. So from the right side, Turkish get up. You're gonna start on your side and rotate up. These are gonna be out at 45. Oh no, I should be doing it from this side. Yeah. So I did the other one from this side. All right, out like this. And you're gonna press up. Roll up to elbow. And roll up to post. Keeping scapular stability. Don't let it sling down. Keep it nice and up. You're gonna low sweep here. This is the key part here. Hip hinge up. Sweep the leg out a little bit more. Stand up. Alright, and then we're gonna reverse the position. So reverse lunge. Sweep that leg. Hip hinge down. And in contact with something the whole time with my hand. Sweep it all the way. Go down to elbow. Go back. Down to the back. Bring down. And rotate off. Alright. What's up?
Good Turkish get-up.
Thank you. That was my neighbor. They're like, good Turkish get-ups. So yeah, that's it. I don't have any more key points. That really threw me off there. So OWRAP, functional movement. Everyone should do it. If you have any questions about the form, give me a comment down below and like and all that. All right, bye.